will aber noch nicht. Wir haben kein Internet.
Too bad we won't have time to look at the survey.
I'm sorry.
No, I need to talk about it. It's like super important.
I know. Proceed, bro.
Where's Samuel?
I want to propose a change to the agenda. Which is since the music on the big screen isn't working that well and the ESN survey is. I have 1 minute music.
You have what?
Ja, dann.
Aber still procedural.
Yeah, then go ahead. So we don't need to change the agenda. Sorry,
Alright, let's go.
do you need that microphone?
Assistant.
Volunteer, please. We have room full of volunteers. There must be. Thank you very much.
You have to keep that microphone. Okay, I bring it with from Prague last week. The thing is, we tried just with I think 20 people. It will be very low. So today outside is sunny, but here we make a little bit of rain. And this rain is really small rain. Rain gets bigger, and so we make 2 of them. And after that, there are 3. Yeah, 3 fingers. 4 fingers. 7 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 fingers. 2, 1, finish. Several!
We have to propose that. We didn't just propose the energize. We have to propose the. Yes. I'm sorry. Barbara, are you ready? I'm ready. Thank you very much for the energizer. I hope you all feel rained on now. Yes. Proposing to change the agenda to Gavin. Presenting us something about the ESN survey now. Yes, exactly, with a microphone. Anyone opposing to that? Don't shoot here. Okay, thank you. Gavin, go ahead. I'm trying to make something up.
Fair enough. Who of you likes money? Who of you likes money to go, for example, and travel here? So you don't have to pay yourself. Who of you has tried to talk to the university about that? And did it work? Why is that? Because they don't know how important you are. Luckily, you are not one section. We are 42 at the moment sections in Germany, and there's over 500 across Europe in ESN. And what we can do is we have the power to reach out to 600,000 exchange students per year. And every 2 years, ESN International makes a survey will be released. And you are supposed to send it to everybody. I want all of you to text all of your volunteers, to text all of their exchange friends to fill in the form. There will be over the process of the form distribution, some prizes being handed out, like intro tickets likely, but it is crucial. Why? You have the power to go to university and say, look, 90% of our exchange students have trouble finding apartments compared to the national average of 50. You will have that power. For us as well, if we as Germany get at least 1,000 responses, we have the power to go and say to Germany, look, if you come back from exchange, you want your credits, right? And this is one of the laws. Typically, if you do 30 credits, you expect to get 30 credits when you return from your exchange. The Europe-wide average is 70%. And the reason it's 70 and not higher is because only 40% of the people that filled in the survey 2 years ago said that when they came back from their exchange, all of their 30 credits. I know at the TUM, my university, that average is likely 5%. This is something we need to be able to advocate for. And to figure this out, we can't just go there and say, my friend had this problem. We need 100 people coming back from exchange to fill in the form so we have that 5% as a valuable data point. This is why data is important. And this is why when tomorrow the survey comes out, I'm going to start emailing you every other week to try and get you all to think about this stuff. You'll think about maybe organizing events, but boring surveys are boring. But I really hope that these couple of minutes have convinced you that you will, at your next section meeting, at your next Stammtisch, forward this to all your volunteers. Start with the volunteers, because they've just come back. So everybody who's been to fill in that form. And then in a month or two, when the exchange students that you have here have got a bit more experience about Germany, there will be another wave where I will tell you to all try and tell your newbies, tell your oldies to text their friends, exchange friends, to fill in the form. So we have the data about the people studying in Germany. Erasmus in Europe, we got 10,000 responses. That is a decent outreach, but our goal for this time is 25,000. And that is why I'm standing here in this agenda amendment to plead for you to please fill in the form and think about the emails when I remind you. All right? Thank you.
Do you have a procedural?
Yeah, the thing is, it's just with Erasmus student or for?
This is not a procedural.
No,
Not.
I explained.
I know, but that is a procedural. Wait, Thomas, what do you want to ask? Was it for the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I propose we have a question round, shall we? Anyone opposes to the addition of the question round in the agenda? No? Awesome. Okay, so Thomas and then Victor.
Oh, yeah, Thomas, National Board. I have a question. Plato recognizes the picture which was on the last edition of the published ESN survey and where it might be from.
Michael.
Yes?
Just scream.
Spring break.
Free break.
2019.
What? Free break. So we are getting recognized. So shout out to all the communication people who are doing those things.
Yeah, it's the survey just for Erasmus students.
Name and section.
So Victor, yes, in Düsseldorf. Is the survey just for Erasmus students or for all world?
I believe it was for all types of student mobility, but within a specific time frame. So the exact date of that, I believe, is October 2022. So after that. Yeah.
But for the Erasmus students from Europe.
All mobility programs.
Any more questions? Yes.
Jana is in Landau. Is it, because you said we as Germany, is it only for people coming from Germany or doing Erasmus in Germany, or also other country combinations?
There, however, we want them to have some experience. So our students have been in Germany for a month and a half now, which means they might have had enough insights yet about student life here. So I propose that's why that you reach out to your volunteers, your newbies, that have come back from exchange, and try to reach out to Germans that have come back from exchange, or German students. And then in a month or two, reach out to the people that are currently here on exchange, so that they have a bit more experience and have a clearer view about the problems that they face in Germany on exchange.
Possible to say feedback?
You can comment if you like. it's not a procedural. Okay, once again, procedurals are the things that are happening in this room, like too loud, too cold, too something. You would like to comment. If it doesn't have a question mark in the end, it's a comment.
Okay.
So Aziz, you have a comment?
Yeah, I have a comment about this.
Please tell.
Aziz, yes, and welcome. I really believe in the survey, and during my mandate I spent so much time trying to encourage our students and our volunteers to participate. The participation was really not as we expected, and people who come back from...
Can I answer in this comment?
It's your presentation.
Fair enough. So, thank you for the point. First of all, yes. Yeah, it's my presentation. So, thank you for the comments.
I do my job, people. I know what I'm doing. I hope I promise to.
This is up to you two first. That's why we encourage you to reach out with private messages to your friends. And like I said, so I think Germany has about 60,000 outgoing students. Maybe it's like 40, maybe it's 80,000. That's a lot. So if we're voting for 1,000 responses at least, probably 2,000, that is not a high margin. So even if you text 10 people and only one fills it in, that is great. Because if all of you text all of your incoming and returning exchange students and 10% fills it in, that's a huge amount of data. And then, next step, because I almost forgot, we can analyze this data. So, like I said, there are some problems within Germany, for example, housing and accreditation. We can analyze the data that we get from the survey, we can ask for the responses made in Germany, and then my idea was that in the education team, if you are interested in data, there will be the possibility for you to work with this data set, try and analyze it, try and generate some insights, so you can maybe write a paper for the DAAD, for DAAD, or for the ministries. So if you're really interested in data, try and get the responses, and maybe you can help with the next step of processing the survey as well, which I find very interesting.
Comment comes with your question.
I'm not waiting for it.
Yes, so go ahead, Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, National Board. I just wanted to comment to Aziz's comment also. Data point, one question where the satisfaction is consistently low, not just in Germany but in general, is reintegration events. People coming back from an exchange and then at the university like nothing happens and then they just go back to their daily life and so on. And this is really something which ESN sections could really tackle. Take this outcome from the past ESN survey, go to your universities and say, maybe we can do something cool together there, because for you, this is like recruitment, amazing recruitment possibility. These are the people that might. Yeah, thank you very much, Gavin. And that's also something where you can, I don't know, prove to the university that you're actually, how much is ESN actually doing, and that the university could do more there, but also already offering your help, and these kind of things. That's why it's also really good to have the data in the end for your section actually.
Yes, so here 10,000 people filled it in, and they said that out of a scale of 0 to 5, the university satisfaction with you coming back is 2.9. And if you compare that with people going away, that is a lot lower. So that makes you say, hey university, what can we do to welcome these?
Another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Margarita, you sent me some Munich. How many did we get in? How many of the out of the 10,000 did we get in Germany? That's or whoever knows in the room.
Can I get my phone for that?
I'm not
Probably somewhere in there.
Yeah. Also, there's Google.
A couple of thousand actually, I think. No, it's not in there.
I mean, there's Google there.
The thing is, I'm also gonna react because
We can Google it together.
it's how with the rules work. So MT is in Austria, I guess. The thing with the results of the survey is that ESN International offers you to use them, but you have to request them. So we actively decided to not request them, because if we want them, they kind of expect us to use them in any kind of way. And besides, because otherwise I mean, they aggregate it per country, of course, but still it is more effort to send it out to 42 countries without the countries actually using it. So it is nice to see what your students answered, but still I would advise you, if you want that data, to actually do something with it, like use it for campaigns or whatever. And now Gavin has the answer.
So I don't have the full number, but I have a split here. So the amount, because there's different types of mobility. You can do also an Erasmus internship or another type of traineeship. But for the people that studied for Erasmus, that I have 5,000 responses in total, of which 800 were German.
Okay.
Okay, any more questions? Yes?
Yeah, so I've actually tried
I mean, please tell us your name. He's the only one at the front, but yes, thank you.
Yeah, so I've actually tried to do a lot of surveys within my ASIN section for the Erasmus as well as the internal. And I've noticed that there is not a lot of interest for filling out these forms. So what would be your advice or strategy for trying to get as many people to fill the forms?
So again, one is this personal connection and being okay with rejection. Like I said, 5% filling it in, 10% filling it in is already great. The second is an international. I think we'll arrange some sort of giveaway, either an interreal ticket giveaway, and you can post it on social media where if you share it 10 times, you are eligible for the interreal tickets, which hopefully will increase the visibility of the survey throughout the network.
Yes, there's a comment from Margarita.
Margarita, you sent me something like maybe to offer someone start informed about the importance of this. And then, for example, like when we have events, we can, for example, I don't know, we take a train somewhere and we just annoy people on the train to fill in the survey all together, like as a group activity because the train ride is boring. And it sounds stupid, but people actually engage a lot in this kind of things in this way. But if your local volunteers are not informed, if you're not on every train, you're not gonna get those results that you would need.
Okay, thank you. There's another question.
Florian, is there a deadline for your evaluation or is it closed week?
There is a deadline, but it's months ahead. It will be, I don't have the exact deadline, but it's going to be about August-ish, so.
Okay, Assis?
Yeah, as easy as local. You said about giveaway for the local section or German?
International. So, among the responses, I might give away 10 interrail tickets. So if you fill it in, you might get an interrail ticket. It's that sort of giveaway.
Okay, any more questions about the ESN survey? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Is the presentation up?
Oh my god.
But we need to somehow make it like target. Okay. Thank you very much, Gavin, for filling the time. Thank you for the energizers. By the way, there is a ton of agenda changes while you were gone, but I guess
I'm okay with that. I had stuff to do.
Yes, I figured. Thank you very, very much to our scrutinizers. Thank you to Gavin for filling the time. A big applause to everyone for being patient. Alright, so we have voting results. Patrick, can we already say whether there has to be a second round of votes or not?
Yes, there need to be a second round of votes.
Okay, there will be a second round of votes. So everyone who has their voting devices, you know what is going.
Just unplugging and plugging mine in.
Okay.
Did you just say yeah?
Is it
I was knowing what you were doing.
Is someone talking to me right now? Okay. All right. So majority was a yes. I guess you could have figured that. For the secret votes, Patrick is working on filling in the results. You can imagine that it was quite an effort, so there was quite a lot of stuff happening. Probably you can use my chair, and that makes sense. You can use my chair. In the meanwhile, the both delegates can already mentally prepare or prepare in general to come to the front, so we can hand you out your second round of voting ballots to save the time that we lost early. Especially, yes, procedural.
There has one section has left with the first has the person who has the voting delegation.
Again, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry. Theo Dresden,
Yes?
the person with the vote delegate, has
Yes.
already left.
Okay, so Theo Dresden won't be voting then in the second round. Alright. What? Yeah, we need to do, okay, well we can do that. We need to do another quorum check then anyways. I would still ask the vote delegates to come to the front, to sit in the front row so we can make it quicker with handing out the voting ballots. So everyone who has a vote delegation, I want in the first couple of rows.
No, Axel. I'm live streaming. Your back is very beautiful on a live stream. I want you to sit next to you. So, you get
Alright, and I need my students in the front. Everyone else, please stay seated. There's not much need of talking right now. There's no need of talking right now. Please just sit down in the first couple of rows. You don't need to sit in the first row. You can also sit in the second. Timo, you can also sit in the second row. And Christian has a procedural.
Just if anyone already knows that they will need a pen.
What is wrong with the second row? Because the people can't see you from here. They can't see you from here. Okay, everyone. No, actually there's no need for talking right now. Like no need at all. Okay, so we're gonna do a roll call now. You know how it works. I'm gonna call out your section. You please say your name, and then we proceed. Okay, so is in Augsburg.
Matthias.
Thank you. Is in Bayreuth. Thank you. Is in Erasmus Berlin. Thank you. Is in Bochum. Thank you. Is in Bonn. Thank you. Is in Braunschweig. Is in Darmstadt. Is in Deggendorf. Is in Dortmund. Michel. Is in HTW Dresden. Is in TU Dresden. Left. Is in Düsseldorf. Is in Frankfurt-Oder. Is in Greifswald. Is in Halle-Saale. Is in Hamburg. Is in Hannover.
Antonio.
Is in Heidelberg. Is in Hildesheim.
Gavin.
Is in Ingolstadt. Is in Jena. Is in Kaiserslautern. Is in Karlsruhe. Is in Kiel.
David.
Is in Koblenz. Is in Koblenz, has no delegates in vote. Is in Köln.
Yeah, it's lucky.
Yeah.
Yusuf, sorry.
Thank you. That is not the name.
No.
Okay. Is in Konstanz. Thank you. Is in Landau. Is in Lübeck.
David.
Is in Mannheim. Is in Mesamir. Is in Potsdam. Potsdam? Thank you. Is in Rostock. Is in Saarbrücken. ESN Siegen, ESN Stuttgart. I think we have a quorum. Yes, perfect, thank you. Patrick?
How many? 39.
39.
And then remember to.
Yeah.
Remember what?
Take for the second one. I put 2 out.
To audit for talk to me. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we are ready. Procedure is as following. There are so many procedures. Yes. First up, I'm going to present the voting results of the vote that we already did, and then Patrick is going to resume with presenting the secret votes that just have been counted. So I'm going to do the less exciting stuff, but that's fine. I can share the spotlight. Alright, so voting block Friday, as I said, we have to do that again, we had the confirmation of the CT, thanks again, the election of the scrutinizers with both of 100%, then approving of the minutes of the last NA with, again, 100%, approving of the agenda, of the initial agenda with 96.8%, the election of the ombudspersons with 100%, and the election of the cash auditors with 100%. Then we had the quorum, that was nice. Yes, public vote Sunday, now we're ready. Postponement of the NB discharge, you were all there, was with 100% to the next NA. Then we had the proposals, NA chairing team was approved with 97.3. Smaller changes to the statutes with 97.4, and the appointment of the NB and AB members with 97.4. Then we had the third proposal with the small changes to our standing orders, including the with 97.4. And now the secret voting. We can't
Thank you very much. Okay. As you may have thought, and as you already maybe established since we were outside for quite a while, we needed to be quite thorough because some voting results were quite tight, but that's what we get into a second. Please excuse me, due to my role, I need to be very unemotional while announcing these, just as a little announcement. First question was about the NAOC.
There's a procedural.
Just to remind the people that they can use if they that the people should not account yet.
Yeah, So I tell you what Luis just said.
We still have to put that all in the minutes, so we didn't hear a word you said.
I repeat.
Okay, so what did you say?
We'll see the results of our election, and after basically the results are shown, we need to ask the people that have been voted on if they actually accept. When you applaud, it's up to you basically, but the vote gets into law kind of thing when they accept.
And team nature procedural. Do we have Nina somewhere around so we can ask?
I've got a phone and they know that I'm going to call them.
All right. Thank you. No, just checking. And Isabel as well.
Yeah, on the speaker over there. I'm calling Isabel, so.
No video, just.
It was a joke. Sarcasm.
Okay, this is the serious part, besides the last 2 days being serious part.
Yes. So, first question was about the SOC, about the national, about our next National Assembly. Question was, are you choosing NIOCA as the organization committee for the upcoming Autumn NA? Voting results are 7 yes votes, 25 no votes, and 8 abstain. This means that since we need a single majority and no got 78.1, we didn't elect the NIOCA OC as OC for an SNA. Next question. What about our new member? Getting exciting. I think the first question was about Bielefeld, so I'll ask Bielefeld to join me on when we are here.
That Berlin 1 can already get ready.
Yeah, mentally prepare yourself.
Yes.
So, the question to you was: do you agree to accept ESN Bielefeld as a new member of the Erasmus of ESN Deutschland e.V. after the end of this National Assembly and to add it to the West region? Voting results are as followed. We have a 100% agreement.
Step towards us because we can't see the results.
Voting results just for our minutes. 37 yes votes, 0 no, and 3 abstain. And because we count the differences between yes and no, it's 100% yes votes.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to ESN Bielefeld after the closing of the hand.
Yeah.
Before now it's to the ISN.
Congratulations once again.
Say a word.
President?
Oh boy. I'm not prepared at all for that. I am just telling thanks to everybody of you for the great support. I would say I would also like to thank Alisa, who's not here today, for the support about the last year. Actually, I would say. A personal thanks from me to my other fellow members here and board members, and also to the members back in Bielefeld. Great work, and I'm just really happy and proud about everything, and I'm really looking forward to the future, I would say.
Thank you, Henrik.
Thank you very much. And surprise, surprise, next question was about the other candidates in Berlin 9. Welcome to the stage. And the question that we asked you was, do you agree to accept Berlin 1 as a new member of the Erasmus Student Network Germany e.V. and add them at the end of the National Assembly to the East region? And once again, we have a 100% agreement with that.
Thank you for your votes. Thank you for the team, for our amazing team, our board. Yes, and I think Maria wants to say something.
I need to make up for my blunder yesterday. Big thank you to Mustafa. For helping us throughout the last year.
And the possibility to ask you so many questions, so I went to the outer board together, and so thank you that we can ask you all the time so many questions to help us also with the legal stuff, so
Thank you.
A new section in the East region, the region coordinator of East. And thank you for voting, and we're looking forward to see you in Berlin, the spring break, and for the further events as well.
We have the results in minutes. Yes. Now, who is going to be our next national board of 2023-2024? First question for this, I ask all the candidates for president. Gavin, please join me here. We ask, who do you elect as president for the mandate 2022-2024? 2030. One mandate at a time, sorry. And we have a 100% agreement. Just for legal reasons, Gavin, nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ich nehme die Wahl an. Thank you. Thank you for your trust, and I hope we'll have an absolutely wonderful year together, and I hope to see you again in whatever way. Thank you. Wait a sec.
I'll ask.
Kannst du es hören?
I have a procedural question.
There is a procedural from somewhere.
Could we maybe not go to the front, because I feel like if there's multiple people, and I wouldn't like to stand in the front if I lose an election.
I second
No
that
worries.
motion. We can do that differently.
Yeah, we do that. Okay, so I've got Izzy on stage with me.
Easy!
And the question was, who do you elect as vice president for the mandate 2022-2023? And once again, we have 100%. Easy, because I don't think that people are going to be able to hear. I just ask you myself. Nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ich nehme die Wahl an.
Thank you very much. I'll give you back to Christian.
Sehr gerne, Herr Bruder, lass mich weiter.
Okay. Next question was, who do you elect as treasurer for the mandate 2022-2023? This is the first question from our national board. We're going to have more than one applicant. And the results are as follows. We've got 75% for Samuel, 25% for Samuel, which turns out as follows. 30 yes votes for Samuel, 10 votes for Sahil, none of the above, and no abstain. Therefore, we might have a new treasurer if he also accepts this vote. Samuel, nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ja, ich nehme die Wahl an.
Ask you also for a big applause for Saeed, since it is quite stressful to go through this whole process, and I think he made a very good electoral campaign.
Zahid isn't here anymore, we will tell him. Next question is regarding our partnership manager, where we had 3 candidates for it. The results are as follows. These are the results. So very close. As you can see, none of these 3 candidates reached the 50% line, which means that we need a second round of voting for our partnership managers. This is how the numbers look. You've got 9 votes for Nele, which comes up to 22.5%. Nena got 17 votes, 42.5%, and Mustafa got 14 votes, which means 35.0%. No, none of the above, no. Therefore, the next round of voting, as to our SFS, go with the 2 votes that receives the most votes in this round. Therefore, next question is going to be, who do you elect as partnership manager for the manual 2022-2023? Answers will be Nena, Mustafa, abstain. Next question goes to, who do you elect as event manager for the mandate 2022?
Wait, before, can we have a big applause for Nele?
Yeah.
For all the efforts, so thank you very much.
As I already started with. Next question is about our new event manager, where we had 1 applicant, and these are the results. So as you can very clearly see, Timo reached the 50% line. These are the numbers. Timo got 38 votes, which is 97.4%. We got 1, none of the above, and 1 abstain. Therefore, where's Timo? Timo, nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ja, ich nehme die Wahl an.
Next question regarding our communication manager. Similar question with another position. Who do you elect as communication manager for the mandate 2022-2023? Once again, we have 1 applicant for this position, and the graph looks like that. We have a 100% agreement with Jenny. This is how it looks. We have 2 abstains, 38 yes votes for Jenny, which is 100%. Jenny. Nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ja, ich nehme die Wahl an.
Okay. 2 new board members from Sweden. Next question goes
there's a question. There's a question.
Catherine RC East, I wanted to ask, it's written mandate 2022-23, but isn't it for 23-24? And if yes, does it make a difference in what?
Oh yeah, you completely correct. We'll be fine.
Procedural.
What's the question? How was the question on the? Yeah, Sina gegen User IT Bavaria. What was the question on the papers?
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Questions on the voting sheets were 2023, 2024.
Oh.
Since this is clear and it's only a mistake, like as project manager, we had 2 applicants. This is how it played out. Franziska got 19 votes, Maria got 19 votes, we got none of the above, and 2 abstained, which means none of the applicants reached more than 50%, which also for this question, we'll have a second round of vote. Also, for the next round, same as we had for the partnership, only the 2 with the most votes will get through. So next question will be, who do you elect as partnership manager? Francie, Maria, none of the abstain, none of the above will be eliminated in this question.
Please be quiet.
So I repeat, as is ESM goal for my question, if we got the same result, what will happen?
If we get the same result, then we have a main chair who's going to take care of this. She is going to draw a piece of paper, so it's going to be wow. So there's no return. Wow.
There's another question. Please, name and section. Is it a question? Is it a comment? Is it a procedural? What is it?
It's a comment.
Yeah, then you have to raise 2 fingers and say your name and section.
Victor, yes, and Kaiserslautern. 1 section left, so we are not anymore 40. So.
Yeah, if one abstains, and then you've got enough, it still can happen.
I love it.
Continuing to the position as IT manager. Question was, who do you elect as IT manager for the mandate 2023-2024? We have 2 applicants. The graphs look like that. Playing out the numbers as follows. Oliver got 12 votes, roughly 32%. Gabriel got 26 votes, roughly 68%. None of the above, 0, abstained 2. Since 68 is more than 50, where's Gabriel? Do you, nimmst du die Wahl an?
Sorry?
Nimmst du die Wahl an?
Yeah, safe. Yes, safe.
Yeah. There was a ja in the answer, so I can't say ja.
And yes, and again, I would like to have a big round of applause for Oliver.
Thank you very much. Now, I think you know why we've been outside for a while. So this is how our new NB looks for now. We've got Gavin, Izzy, Samuel, Timo, Jenny, and Gabriel, and 2 positions still up for vote.
So, as you are all here already, please, one second, as you're all here already, we do it the same way we did it before. Please raise your voting devices. I think, do my scrutineers have the voting ballots already? No?
So, please sit next to it.
Okay, so you can lower your voting devices again. Sorry, there's a different procedure.
Since we
you
have
can lower your voting devices again. Sorry.
We have 2 second round of votings. Therefore, obviously, we couldn't prepare for that in advance and printing out every possibility that might have happened. So things are as follows. You'll get. We need to do this, unfortunately, one after the other. So we've got 39 voting sheets here. You've got the name of Christian, so you don't use your own voting sheets. It's not only the name, it's the signature. So we'll display the question up front, and then you'll write the name of the applicant or the abstain or whatever you want to put on there. On the piece of paper, we'll do the second round of voting with bigger pieces of paper, so we know how to divide between them, and then hopefully we'll go outside, have a quick round of vote counting, and then we'll come back inside. Questions? Because that's not...
Yes.
Yeah.
Questions about it?
Margarita, anything that is not clearly the name of a candidate or the word abstain counts as?
Invalid.
Invalid. So it does not go into the majority, into
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
calculation.
So please write in capitals. Is
Yeah,
that
it would be better.
Comment. Should you maybe put names up front, because I don't know if everybody will spell them correctly.
Yeah,
That's what I just said. They will be displayed.
Okay, then there was another question. Okay, any other questions? No. Which one are we starting with?
Small.
Partnership. Okay, so please.
The partnership
do you
doesn't
have
matter
the,
for you. Okay.
Like, are those the partnership?
Yeah, well, while you distribute the partnership ones, we'll now all the voting devices, and we'll figure
that's what I'm going to do.
Put up your voting devices, please. We have one. And you have 2, put up 2.
Okay, so alright, so you raise your, please like unfold them. If you fold them, please unfold them. Raise up your voting devices, and again, only lower them if you have received as many voting ballots as you have voting devices. And if I'm correct, we have to write on the side with where it's already written on, so please remember that. And could you like start from both sides, and then we can. Actually, can you go from like you could walk from outside to the inside or not? But that's fine. All right. Yes. Keep your voting devices up high and lower them as soon as you have a voting ballot.
Please write clearly. We need to
Exactly. Like write in
somehow
capitals, please.
be able to read your handwriting. Just write it below the beautiful signature.
Maybe you would want to change the questions. Is there the year is wrong.
Well, it has to be clearly that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. The year as we established
Wait. We're still in a normal session. So if there are questions, we raise them like usual, please. We have to document all of this. It is important that this has been done properly, otherwise we will have to do it again and no one wants that. So there is a question.
Just to be sure, so I
So,
write on the
who are you? Which section? Yes?
So just to be sure, I write on the name of the person of those two that I want to vote in the paper somewhere.
You wrote one name, either Nena is not, or Mustafa is not, or abstain. And the official voting question obviously is the German translation of that.
We have a procedural comment.
Giuseppe is in Frankfurt. Where on the paper, on which side we should write name and how we should
On side where there says Christian and ID, and then you fold it once so that the written stuff is inside. Okay, there's another procedural.
Maybe we should change that. Matthias, he is sent to Munich. I think it's maybe good to change the dates to 23, 24.
We are doing that,
Okay.
we're on that. Any other questions? Procedural.
Yes. Does any one of you guys who has a vote delegation not have 2 pieces of paper? Does everyone who has a vote delegation have enough pieces of paper?
Oh no,
Well, if you have one voting device, you have one small piece of paper. If you have 2 voting devices, you have 2 small pieces of paper. Is that the fact?
Yes.
Okay, then Assis, there was another.
Finish?
Okay.
Name drauf.
Name drauf.
Ja, also sehr lesbar.
You need
Name
to
von der
know
Person
if you're
gewesen.
voting for one. Otherwise,
Abstain.
people.
Das ist nur.
If you're not, if this doesn't work, do that section by section, and I give you only a voting ballot if you tell me your name and show me your voting devices. I would like to avoid that because it costs time. Christian, are all voting ballots that should be handed out now?
I feel like there should be one more, but
You feel like there should be one more?
that's the wrong council district, so I don't know. Can we maybe have
One section left.
Yeah, that I took out already.
Okay.
So it should be 39. So.
Okay.
Let's count them.
Please, I mean that it must be possible that you can hold your voting ballot and the voting device in the same hand each time. And if you realize that you should hold 2 papers in each hand, and if there is one person who's holding just one piece of paper in their hand at the moment, then this is wrong. So we need to change that.
Where's the second one?
Victor, you have to.
I did.
Gabriel?
Procedure?
It's one thing.
Okay.
But wait, are we done counting? Is there someone already writing? No. Are you already writing? Are you holding up your stuff? This is, I mean, I'm sorry this is annoying, but we need to be sure that no one has too little or too many. What's going on?
Can you write on the slides the procedure, like what to do? Because I hear questions like what kind of name, what they
Yeah,
are
well
like
then the
confused
people
about.
are supposed to ask me those questions.
Yeah, okay.
First, we need to check whether everyone has something to vote.
Okay, then it's fine. We made a mistake.
Okay. So now, before you fill out your papers, are there any questions regarding the procedure? Yes. Procedural.
Yes, because the
Naming section.
Catherine is, so because I said something, we're sitting in this row, but we can see what people are going to write.
So that's why I didn't tell you to fill it out yet, because I wanted to give you the opportunity to go away so you can spread out a little bit. Anything else? Any other questions? I'm sorry, it's nothing personal, just try to make it very clear what's happening. Anything else? Don't be afraid of me, I'm sorry. I see a lot of very frightened faces. Yes.
Yes, and also, to be honest, I didn't hear the question because there was noise.
Okay, so Catherine just asked if you could go away since you're sitting very close together and it would be inconvenient to see what other people are writing on their pieces of paper. I said yes, this is the plan that you should be able to spread out so you can write and then come back to your seats. Any other questions? No. Okay. Audit board, are you? Patrick, Christian, are we ready? Do you all have pens to write something? Can you all read what is written there on the slides, the names? Do you understand what you have to write on your piece of paper? Do you understand that it's supposedly one name or the word abstain?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Then please stay in this room. Fill out those papers and sit back down, and as soon as you're done, hold up the pieces of paper that you folded once, not your voting devices, the ballots that you folded once, and we're gonna get the bag again, and Patrick is gonna collect those?
I mean, my
Or the scrutinizers?
I would like a 50-50 here. You look like you are about to have a going out.
Just really messy. I didn't have the second round of prepare. And everything's going a bit now. And yeah, go with everything
one after
Patrick? Twice.
one after another.
Okay. So we're still missing those two, right? Is that a procedural? That's one.
If I have a spelling mistake.
Please tell us your name.
If Daniel is in Mannheim.
Please be quiet.
If I spell it wrong, doesn't count.
If you don't spell it as wrong as that, we somehow think that it's another name.
Okay, do we have all of them? Okay. Should we...
Directly collected.
Yes, okay. So, again, we're gonna continue. Please be quiet, everyone. Next up is... we're gonna now have the second round of voting on the project manager. As Kathleen said, it's the same procedure as before. We have two possible names or abstain. We have 4 pieces of paper, so please fold it 3 times, two times, sorry, once in half and then again in half, so it looks like the other piece that you just put in. Yeah, well, size wisely.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, they can fold it once, it's fine.
Yeah, but that would take up too much space to write, I guess. Anyhow, okay, so raise up your voting devices. The scrutinizers will hand out pieces of paper, and please lower your voting devices as soon as you have your piece of paper that you're gonna write on.
Patrick.
Yeah, because it's getting hotter here.
Does everyone of the vote delegates have...
Yes? Did you give out all pieces of paper? Okay, so once again, here are not the names yet. Here are possible answers. Please write them again on the side with the name and the abbreviation AB. Fold them twice and then fold them up as soon as you're done. You're allowed to spread out within the room. Please stay here.
Within the room is a very important addition.
In the room is very important, yes. But don't open the doors, it's just for ventilation.
And again, if we can see that you don't write the name as wrong as we think.
Ich weiß nicht, der muss ja nochmal benutzen.
Das war echt
I was told that someone else than expected would do it. Who was the person that was going to presentation? Awesome. Then Patrick, we need.
So, thank you very much. We've got all the...
Awesome, thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll come back in the next session.
If you have one of my pens, that would be very I'm guessing that I'm the newest member of the Alumni Association, so they put you right into
same values, and therefore, and so one of the pros of the alumni, they have a big network. It's not only Alumni Germany, but there are also other alumni associations in Europe. But Germany is actually the biggest, with I think 110 members. And so there is also a big exchange of ideas and best practice within the alumni network. And you have the opportunity to actually get a job and move, other members go all the way out of university back into business. So it's there's sometimes our workshops your career after ESN, and this is one of the opportunities you get with being with the alumni. Yeah, it's a huge community. You can see they are, like us, are a big family. In the middle of the picture, the right you see, that's actually the current president, Marie of ESN alumni. She married a former ESN alumni. So it's it is really a family, and the people you see on the picture are also further alumni. So yeah, when you think studies are done and you're leaving your local sections, it's not over. You can still experience this feeling and spirit. So the question is, what can the alumni do for you, for every one of us? They also take care of the challenges we face every day. So you can go there for support. That's why they're alumni, because they can actually share the knowledge they gain throughout their experiences. And just as you could go to the audit board or the national board and ask questions, you could do the same for the alumni. Also, if you have issues within your sections, there's also confidential, it's really important, advisory board. You go into the EGM. They would either pay for the travel costs or the participation fee. There's a form on the website you fill out, write a short report why you need it, and then they will decide either if you get funding or not. You even can get funding if you're actually hosting an LP. So this is a big opportunity for everyone, even the national board, to get additional funding. Yeah, okay, well, that was a summary of all what I just said. Basically, get more support, get knowledge support, get financial support, and the community they have. So if you decide, like me, being active but still want to be an alumni, you can do that. Or if your time is over in the network actively, also become a member. And yes, go to the
raised as well. Just that it's not so exact.
Just you have to write in the proposal that there's like some numbers where the decision process will be different, but just from a limit, but in Germany, yes.
Again, these are area. How much does the membership cost?
Good question. So for 1 year, if you're a student, you pay 20 euro. If you're not a student anymore, you pay 40 euro. And with that money, those financial supports, for example, are used.
Okay, Aziz?
Aziz ESN Local. First, I would like to thank you and really we appreciate all your support from alumni. But how can we, for example, implement more the ESN campus, like ability? Like you mentioned ability in your presentation, how can we implement it more? ESN alumni supporting the local area.
That's a very good question. But we can talk about it in the next coffee break if there is one.
I know that Ali from Hanna is also an alumni and he gives a workshop on career after ESN. So I think if you ask for his help, as I said, there's a person specialized in every field that this matter for ESN also do this one. So you could, I guess, request the workshop by and give that some advice.
Yeah. Is there someone else with a question? Yeah, then go ahead.
Is it kind of like, in this case, training days in our ESN? Like training days, yes, right?
Yes, but it's smaller, it's not bigger, it's just one workshop, but I guess yeah.
Okay, then is there a comment?
Yeah.
Just raise your hand.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
What I could see also is maybe ask the alumni to directly, actually in Freiburg. We can also ask maybe the alumni to be part of the training days and maybe give some workshop on this particular topic. Because that's what we are gonna do in the actual training days. We're gonna have one workshop about this. They are much more into the working area than us. So that's like.
Yeah, and that's what was meant with the university having already in the work, the workforce, so to say.
Yes, I'm working on a comment about this. Regarding also my question is, maybe kind of suggestion for you as alumni mostly graduated, they are not students anymore.
And so when you study what field you're going, you still can if you study chemistry, you still got to go on chemistry field and have nothing to do with that organization class.
But 120 number, I guess, so.
We don't have a database like that yet, but there could be something we could facilitate, we would definitely help them. Yeah.
And Johan, after that.
Johan, what's your financial structure for all the time? Is it completely based on the membership fee, or do you have partnerships? Maybe it's even possible to have savings.
Not for the profit of the alumni, but for their contribute and
E-learning could be as well, area. Or a question to numbers, like how many members does the community network have? Germany, yeah.
110%.
Okay. And so, and also follow-up question to the financial. actually checked?
It depends on what you need it for and how good your proposal. Otherwise, we only could have had like 10 people from the whole East region coming. So that's what we proposed, and cover like the cost covered for the whole hostel, but like some parts of it, which is usually high because usually you ask for if you have to pay for venues or food. That's usually what you get, and it's like the maximum limit, which requires less bureaucracy and decision, is €150. We were a little bit above because hostels for I think almost 11 people were staying in the hostel for 2 nights. So it was a little bit high.
All right. Are there any more questions? Yes. Is that a procedural?
Yeah. The result kind of just like chill and talk or something like we have program.
I mean, this was on the agenda anyways for this
Yeah, but I
exact
mean
moment.
because I feel like we're scratching kind of it with questions and is anything speaking against this feeling if we have to wait? No.
We have a program for the time being. Like, if there are people still asking questions, I don't see why I should cut them off just
But I
because.
also meant before when we had spontaneous presentations.
Yeah. Okay. We still have questions. We can discuss that again after we're done this Q&A. Matthias, you had a question. Gabriel
Yes.
had a question.
I have a question about, like, we for example also have like alumni, but we don't have like time to do events for them or like use them in any kind of way. So I mean, like we only asked like once for like support, but we didn't get like the reach that we hoped for. So how should we like direct them maybe to the alumni network? Are we just sending? Should we send them after they leave our section? Just your website, or do you have like a membership form on the website? There's a membership form on the website.
I
Okay.
hope it works because when I tried to use it and become a member, it didn't work, and now I fixed it.
It didn't work. Okay. That's not good. I mean.
Now a member, so it has worked at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Can you check that? Maybe that sounds like important.
I think there are 2 ways from the website where you can enter it. And
Okay.
There's another question, please.
Florian, yes and what? Two deputies or proposed that you're willing to accept or sponsor?
as I said, if you want to go to like an international event, national event. Also, actually, if you have your welcome week and you want to print flyers for that, then even would support that. If you're like hosting a national, international event or local event, variable related to the cause of ESN. Yeah, and even it could be even an event that's not directly related to ESN, but that would make sense for your local section. But that's like figure out.
Yeah, but we also supported in the past ESN that went to the European Youth event, or I don't know.
That still has to do with like European exchange. And
PFC stuff in Bucharest. That's always happening in Bucharest. I don't know why.
The next one is in Vienna.
Yeah.
Axel is in Freiburg. Can I have a question to the audience?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to.
It's topic related?
Yeah, it's topic related. I just want to. Sorry? No,
So the people or you took that one, it's also not.
I have a question to everyone, just to see who knows and from their section have requested helps from ESN alumni, just to realize how much we use ESN alumni as a section. Sorry, I restate my question. Is which section already use what ESN alumni is? Okay, just for the financial support, sorry. Okay, cool.
Are there any more questions? Because if think we're ready also with the voting results. So if there are no more questions, I would propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? No. Okay, speakers list is closed. Well, thank you very much. Or Mario. Okay, really quick. Some of you already got these beautiful hoodies, you know, we use these Germany hoodies, the sweaters. We still have a few left outside, so if you didn't get yours, if you want to buy one, yeah, it's your last chance, I guess, after the following. And also really important, some of you already got the patches, you know, those lovely patches. If you got being officially approved from the list that you get your patch, please bring the patches back, okay? No one just takes patches without getting us now. Yeah, we're missing around 40 patches and we're looking for them. So if someone took it without, like mistakenly took it without telling me, it would be great if you, yeah, maybe bring this back or give me your section and then Zahi can send you an invoice. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so we'll get ready for the second round of. What are we doing? Voting announcements. So, stop. People, yes. Positions, national board.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Second round of voting has been completed and the counting of the votes has been completed. Procedure is going to be the same as we had last time. I'm going to read the question and then we'll ask the person if there was a majority that if they accept the vote. So quorum was 39 this time. So the single majority is 20. You need to read 20 votes in order to pass the 50%. Secret voting round 2 on Sunday. National Board elections. The first question we asked in the second round was, who do you elect as partnership manager for the mandate 2023-2024? This time I don't have the graph for you because this would have taken a little too long. We've got Nina with 21 votes. We've got Mustafa with 18 votes. 21 is more than 20, and therefore means it's 53.8%. The question was, who do we elect as partnership manager? And you got 21 votes, Mustafa got 18 votes. Therefore, you can hear me? Nimmst du die Wahl an? Continuing. The second question we asked was the question regarding project manager, where we had a tie last time. Question is, who do you elect as project manager for the mandate 2023-2024? You've got Franzi with 18 votes, Maria with 20 votes, 1 abstain, which adds up to 52.6% for Maria and 47.4% for Franzi. Maria? Nimmst du die Wahl an?
Ich nehme die Wahl an.
Sorry. I was counting because there was before 2 abstained and 1 was left, but okay. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you.
So please give it up for Franzi.
Which you can find on the slides up here. We've got our national board for the mandate 2023-2024.
So I would ask the current national board, whoever is here, to join me up here, and then the people who've just been elected to join me as well, and ask them to give us a applause for giving us all the credit for all the I mean, I'm just checking for my trains. It's getting later and later, so I have time. Next up, since we're done with voting, I didn't expect it, that this would happen. And we're done with presentations. The nice part of the weekend has arrived, which is something that I always appreciate very much, which is the appreciation round. So you have the opportunity to give it up for the new national board, the current national, the future national board, the current national board, the audit board, the participants, if you might want to, the chairing team. So everything that was nice and lovely. Of course, for the OC, a big one as well. So whoever would like to say something, either. What?
Let's start.
You want to start? I thought you wanted to end the whole thing. Okay, he wants to start end. I'm not done though. So please could someone ask OC to come inside the room so they hear your appreciation and you can organize yourselves with getting microphones.
Yeah.
Although I have to tell you who's speaking at what point. But okay, then I'll need to keep on, I guess. No, I can do that without. Anyhow, Thomas would like to start. And then after that, we will resume.
Yes, thank you very much. I have a lot for a lot of people here in the room, on the stage, everywhere. I will come to that later. I would like to make one special appreciation now in the beginning. And that is for Sahil, our current treasurer. Because, I mean, we all got the applause already here already. Unfortunately, Sahil is not here anymore. And I just want to stress out again how much he has done actually for this network and how much we owe him because he took over when we desperately needed a treasurer, when our finances, like especially documentation-wise, were not in a great state. And he was very, very active in the national board, reminding us of a lot of things when it comes to the finances related. Finance is always related to everything we're doing, and he was always after us and made sure everything is done correctly. And I would really love to have him stand here with us to receive all your applause and appreciation, but unfortunately that's not possible. So yes, I would ask you for a huge applause for him. Thank you.
So, who would like to say something? I mean, okay. Otherwise, I would have given you the possibility in the end. But you can also go ahead. I mean, Gavin, if you want to do it now.
Sure. Not really waiting. Thank you. Thank you all for being here and for making this a wonderful NA. I want to lift the focus to the OC over here. And I don't know what they do here and what they put in the water here, but with those nerves, I would have had a heart attack. So, whenever there was something broken, they would have a poker face, try and fix in the background while we're here in this room. And sometimes you don't see it because we all have our own. When you're hungry, it's all worse, but this thankless effort, I think, should be put in the spotlight more. So one big round of applause for the OC. To the chairing team. Because this NA does not make itself, and this NA does not schedule itself. And for that, the chairing team has been doing great. Whenever we're talking, forgetting our name and section, Bart's over there thinking, oh God, what am I going to do? And this morning, out in the sun, I felt sorry for her. When she said everything was great, so I believe you, and I want to an event of ours soon. And then to MT for leading this, for finding her way through the agenda, showing such resolve, and I want to thank you so much for that. And lastly, I want to thank the previous National Board. The previous National Board, because we stand here new at the start of our journey, but this could not be possible without people before us. This previous board, the previous board before, then the one under Pedro that made the 3-year strategy, that the last 2 mandates have been carrying out. Without all of this effort, we couldn't be here. And we thank each all of you, but in particular I want to thank Thomas. Because Thomas, as a president, has inspired me and he has led me to apply. When I was unsure, I could call him and he would explain to me what he does and what he does behind the screens. Because sometimes you think in the presentation general work, and I think we underestimate that. But Thomas, believe me.
Are you all died out, or are you just considering what?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, good. So, on behalf of the regional coordinator of its sections, I would like to thank the current national board for all the work and the effort you put into the network, and I would to them for us for your mandate. We're very thankful and we're very grateful for everything you were doing and how you inspired new people and applicants, and we saw how many applicants were this year. So there is also your effort there too. And I wish a smooth beginning for the new national board, new ideas, new projects, new inspirations, and of course inspirations for us. We're here so that maybe next time you see even more of us and maybe new faces. And of course, a mega big thanks to the OC, because we know that it was, and I know what was going behind as well, but you did a really great job, and it was really, really nice to be here in Düsseldorf, and that you gave you an opportunity to visit the city, to see the city, and to have us here. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you for the city for explaining everything very clearly, for being transparent, for being always as it should be. As it should be. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone who participated. It's always nice to see beautiful faces on the National Assemblies and other events of ESN Germany. So hope to see you anytime soon, and hope that you enjoyed the NA as well. It was a very important one.
You were always present, you were always in front. You had to walk through an absolutely chaotic voting procedure, and you did the absolute best of it. You stayed up until 1 AM to research legal things, just so we make sure that everything's in order. And you went above and beyond as an A, and we just need to say that, okay? We need to appreciate you more.
Yeah? Over there. Can you just hand it back?
Never been more to Catherine's words. I want to especially point out also the support, for example, from our financial supporters, for example, the TK for baking waffles for breakfast. This is so cool. And also the other people who support, external people who supported us with food, with money, with whatever there is. It's always nice to be here for more or less, not more or less, for affordable prices, having such a great weekend.
I know I don't have to say it, but Margarita, yes. I would like to propose an appreciation round for everybody for whom this is the first NA. I really appreciated your contribution. You all did very great. And specifically, I would like to thank the people from my family time community, Gabriele, Clara, and Niklas, for all of them. They were all newbies, and I really had a lot of meaningful exchange with them, and for this I would like to appreciate them for being here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I wanted to say exactly the same thing the other way around. Thanks a lot for everybody, for being really welcoming, for everybody being first time at an NA. I know it was a really important NA for you. I know it's something a lot of people get used to, how NAs work, that you know each other for a long time on national level and everything. But still, everybody is really reachable. You explain a lot of stuff in the beginning that everybody already knows about, except the newbies. And you take the time. I could talk to whoever I wanted to with every question I wanted to. Everybody's really welcoming. It's not like closed community, so everything. And
Over there. You can keep that one for this side, and we keep the other one on the other side.
Yes, I also want to maybe say a quick thank you to, I think it was Matthias and Gabriel who were responsible for the live stream. I think there were sometimes some technical difficulty. But yeah, I think so thank you.
Can you give me the mic? Yeah. A big thanks to Matthias that he just randomly decided to do designs for the presentation so it looks better. And he found a new hobby, so that's really good. A big applause and appreciation for Matthias for randomly deciding to help me out with the stream.
I can only join everything that was already said, but I want to stress it. So really big thank you again for the NPE, and I wish all the best for the new NPE, and I think it's going to be a really bright future that we have. And also I want to appreciate again that we have new members in our family as sections, and it's so great to see that the family is growing. So big appreciation that everyone's still so welcoming, and yeah, we're such a happy family. Yeah, some challenges, but I think, and again, also big appreciation for Mr. T, and especially MT, you're crazy enough to chair German NAs again and again. So I don't know how you do it, but it's always amazing having you here. And yeah, that's why just a big appreciation for each and single one who's here. And also I wanted to emphasize again, also big appreciation for everyone who applied for a position. Like, really, we cannot. Thank you. If you didn't get elected, I really wish you don't get distracted by it, don't feel sad about it.
also big appreciation for the people who wanted to set up an NA and put so much work in it for the NA Mallorca. It's so much work and you gave your best to apply for every position or whatever. So yeah, you can be really proud of it and hope it just contribute to the network in one way or the other. So yeah.
I would also like to thank our chairing team, MT and Barbara, especially for Barbara also, because you have to keep track of what is going on, who is talking, and especially in another country where you are not familiar with some names and some legal terms.
Hello, I would like to thank the people who volunteer at the beginning of this NA, especially Axel, who was just telling me just before that he was happy to attend an NA where you don't have any responsibility, and he decided to and also to Jana, but also for the cash auditor, because they basically just spend some numbers, which is probably not fun. I don't know if you had fun, but yeah. And yeah, so like I want to give a huge round of applause for those people who volunteers and make a great presentation and great work.
I agree with what everyone said, but like special thanks to MDOC, since like on the last NA it was like, I remember Milan standing on stage and was like, oh yeah, we might do the next NA, but like plans, yeah, we're gonna go on that next week. It was like a few months ago, and like what you did, like it was so crazy, and you were having like these you all wrapped it, you all put it in like these really nice so it was so caring, and I felt so much appreciated. Like even this morning, like you always did like the whole breakfast for us. Normally like you always have like breakfast in the hotel, and people have like way longer and for like planning stuff like this. So you guys only had like 2 months to prepare things by yourself. And it was so loving, and it was really so much like you even did our bread roast this morning for every single one of us, and it's like I don't know how many bread roasts you must have cut open and like cooked, but it's just amazing. And it was been so stressful, and you were still so long. So really big thanks that you could make that work for like in 2 months.
So I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks to somebody from the national board. It doesn't mean that I'm any bit less thankful to all of the other people working in the national board and on the national level and also on local levels. But this person inspired me personally, so I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks. When I joined the ESN in the middle of the pandemic, at some point I started seeing his name popping around on emails. Then his name just wouldn't go away, and then I realized that he's up to a lot of things. He came around on local platforms again and again and again, and was involved on a local level, and I think right now he already knows that I'm talking about him. Mustafa, thank you. I guess you guys were even more zealous than me to say thanks to Mustafa because I wasn't finished yet. So you might have seen that I put a bit of a focus on the local level activities, and for me, Mustafa was the person who was that link. He kept me going a step further. He basically got me inspired to get into the board and just go this further step as I got to know him and about his background, and that he's basically a person who could be doing something better than spending his time with this student group that's about just drinking and doing fun things, as everybody has an image of us. But he's shown that the ESN network is more than what some people think it is, that it is a possibility to grow as a group, as a society on different levels. Thank you again.
Anyone else?
Can I also say something?
Of course.
This is our first NA, and I'm also really new to ESN, so I'll just keep it short. I want to thank Excel Freiburg for this opportunity. and all of you for this great learning opportunity. Thank you.
Can we say something?
Yeah. Should I say?
I mean, we can go first with Axel, and as soon as the mic is here, it's your turn. I know, but the others.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you for being so welcoming with me, for switching from German to English all the time. I really enjoyed so much being here with you this weekend. I really want to thank the board for the invitation, and yeah, congratulations to the new board, and also big thanks like to the audit board. I'm always impressed to see like how you are working all the time, and so it's really, really nice. So yeah, thank you all of you for being so welcoming here.
Hello everyone. So yeah, from the OC, we would also like to express our appreciation to everyone really. The national board who helped us out so much, Mustafa, Zara, who were always there for us for all our questions, even stupid questions. And
some of them were really stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, to the head of OC Milan, who did so much planning. I'm not sure if Milan ever went home during the last few days, but yeah.
That's why you have
very appreciated. Of course, all the people in our OC team, all the helpers, everyone who came to offer us help or helped us. KB, Mohammed, for example, who did such a great job wrapping all the burritos. Oh my god, like you guys were quick. I did some videos of you guys, it's amazing. Yes. Also Adrian at the grill yesterday, very, very appreciated. And yeah, basically to everyone who just offered like moral support, who were patient with us and said nice things to us, it really helped us move along. And thank you everyone. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here.
Also say some words. I'm not sure where to start. Maybe just in front of me. Thank you for guiding us through this interesting trip. Yeah, very appreciated. Thank you. Thanks to all of you to taking this trip with us. Coming here, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, to the Golden Bee. Worked with most of you for quite a while. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you. And yeah, to the Derby. Yeah, we might meet again. And yeah, thanks to have you here. Thanks that you were very patient with us when something did not work out as it was planned originally. What happened from time to time, they say. Yeah, thanks to having you here. And yeah, that's what I want to express. Who's next?
Okay, maybe it's the first time you hear me actually speaking. I would like just to thank you that I could be here, and every one of you was really supportive, and I could talk. I felt really included, even though it's German NA and I'm from Czech Republic, and I'm German, but I'm not that confident that I would understand everything. Thank you, AB, NB, OC, every other abbreviation there is. Thank you all people who joined and who talked to me or didn't. Maybe we'll have opportunity at some other events. We will see. Thank you. One biggest applause for MD, please, once again.
How I counted with the abbreviations. It's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, everyone, can you hear me? Yes. Unfortunately, I have to leave. My train is leaving in less than an hour, and I still have to get my luggage, and it will be very tight, but I'm here. I want to say a big thank you for the last year. It was a very bright time. I'm very happy for everything. And I won't be able to say goodbye to any of you because I have to rush now. But feel hugged, and if you ever manage to be in Tübingen or in Korea next year, I'll be happy to host you.
There's no one else right now who would like to say something. I would also say a couple of words. I want to first of all thank you all for bearing with me. Despite what you might think, I really like you and I really appreciate it. I'm very sorry in case I was sometimes too strict, but I hope you see it as working for the greater good. I really enjoyed my time once again. I really enjoyed it once again to be your main chair. It is usually already, it was already a wild ride in Cologne, but this nothing compares to this. I've never had to chair something outside without a chair. I mean, what is a main chair without a chair, really, right? But you still listen to me, and I really appreciate that very much. And yeah, I hope I will see you eventually at some point. Turn around to the people behind me. First of all, thank you very much to the OC for making it possible for us to be in Düsseldorf. I don't think I've ever would have come to Düsseldorf, so that is absolutely great. I never would have discovered there's a direct train from Vienna to Düsseldorf. So if anyone ever wants to visit me, there's a direct train to Vienna in case I'm there, which is hardly ever. I would be happy to see you. Then I would like to give the biggest appreciation that I'm capable of to Patrick and the audit board, because without those two people, this event wouldn't have happened, and without our previous working together for Cologne, this wouldn't have happened either here. So I think you made a right choice in voting for the permanent chairing team. It's a good idea. We proved that. So thank you, boys. That was awesome. I would also like to extend my yes, let's go for appreciation. I tried to mix it up, but no, not anymore. To Jan and Axel, and also to Sally and Ariane for stepping up and being volunteers in this group of volunteers and doing work during their weekend of, well, NA, right? So thank you very much for that. And yeah, well, next up, I want to know boards, and I'm speaking in plural here. It's been about 4 months that I was in exactly this situation, and it's not the easiest because, for one, you know that it's ending soon, which is a very relieving but also very weird thought. I experience now that it ends, and you have something coming there. I can promise you that, Thomas, but it's still it's good that it ends. And for the new national board, you have something coming there as well. Believe me, I've been there twice. And I think you have a great team for the future. You had a really great team also for in the past and present. And you are very lucky to have those people. And I'm very happy that I was part of this journey and for this special NA for all of you. So thank you very much for appointing me again, even though I was the only applicant this time. And say stuff enough. One more sentence and then we're done after everything has happened. So thank you all very much.
Before Thomas takes the word, I want to quickly say a couple things. Okay, well, if anyone else wants to say something. I'll forget half the things I want to say, but I'll continue, or I'll start with the appreciation for all the people I've worked with this NA quite closely. Goes to Sahil and Ariane for the cash audit. Thank you very much for taking this responsibility and to supporting us with this task. Then, to the two people where I had a very interesting journey with today, to Jana and Axel, regarding all the cash, all the counting of votes. Thank you for your commitment as well. And then to everyone for your cooperation and for staying with us. MT called it special NA. It was a special NA. We had situations which we hadn't before. I don't believe that we have them ever before. So thanks for staying with us, for your solidarity, and especially for the people that joined for the first time one of our NAs. Because I really think for people who have been then obviously to our CT, I can only give the words back that you just said, Barbara. Sitting on stones outside in the sun and in the shade, taking minutes for what we said and for every time we missed our Patrick AB in the beginning. I'm very sorry about that. Thank you for staying with us. I'm very thankful that we will see each other in 2 weeks again. And MT, this journey that we had a couple of weeks, a couple days, I think, it was very helpful that we had you who had the experience of sharing one before. Thank you for everything. Thank you for staying sane, even though this, I can imagine it was quite close a couple of times. And please give it up for the CT. I'm going to stick with special NA. Thank you to the OC. I know what it means being OC of an NA, and I can't imagine how much more mental stress this NA was in comparison to what I had last year. And I'll tell you why. I sent him stuff in the evening on Thursday that he needed to print out for Friday in the morning. He did this during the night. I bothered him so much this weekend. Thank you for and staying with us. Thanks to the OC. Continue with the new NV. I'm very happy that we found a new MD and we actually managed to elect 8 very motivated people for the national board for the next mandate. I'm very interested in how the next 6 months that we are going to work very closely together are going to go. I'm looking forward to very interesting conversations, to a lot of ideas, to a lot of things that's going to happen throughout your mandate. And yeah, I'm thankful that first of all you applied, that all the other applicants that didn't get elected applied as well. Thank you for that. Seeing 13, previously 14 applicants for 8 positions was something I was so happy about. I can't believe it, because we had other times in the last couple of years where we struggled to find people, and then seeing 13 positions, that's awesome. Keep this up. There are coming a couple of elections next spring as well. We elect a CT, we elect an AB. Be motivated. Ask if you don't know what these positions mean. Ask us, we most likely know and can. Then, well, look, the new AB. For the old MB, it's been a very interesting journey over the last 15, it's been 14 months. It soon be 15 during your longer mandate. I appreciate that you stayed with us that long for all your work you put in the last couple months and years, for Thomas, for example. Yeah, I won't know my name. Please feel that each and every one of you. And yeah, I'm very interested in how the transition is going to go, and I'm very thankful to have the honor to work together with our last national board. Thank you. I promise that's the last thing I'm going to say. Even though I promised not to pick out you, I need to do it with you. We've worked together for 2 years now, and I think you know how much I appreciated this time, our exchanges, sometimes we have the same idea about things, sometimes we didn't. We always, came to a conclusion. We always worked very well together, and thank you for the last 2 years. And well, thanks.
I promised you one more sentence, and I wanted to make it exciting. The person that I have to thank even more than the people that I already thanked is, of course, my lovely vice chair, Barbara, right? So without whom I could have not done what I did, and also who was often the reason why I did what I did. So like when I reminded you, it was mainly to make her job easier, so thank you very much. It was her first time vice chairing this NA, by the way, so if she can...
Does anybody else still want to say something? Appreciate something. Oh yes.
Before I forget him again, thank Mustafa. I appreciate you very much, even though I think I did yesterday. And you urged me to apply, and I don't think I would be here now if you didn't. And I really thank you for that, and for all the help with founding ESN Berlin. To shout out ESN Berlin as well as ESN Bielefeld. And also the OC of Mallorca. You all put in really good work.
almost forgetting, but I would like to thank Sarah specifically because she was like national board member, OC or whatever you were doing there, and ombudsperson, and you were like super on top with everything, like super, yeah, thank you so much.
You have still my question.
Yes.
Yeah, related to that, we still have a lot of food. If you go, please grab it because we don't want to throw it away. We're standing there with like this cookies, some Brötchen, and yeah, they're waiting for you. We still have Red Bull. Grab also this because we don't want to keep it and store it in old places. And Cinder also has the microphone. I also want to say a huge thank you. This mandat was full with like lots of experiences, meeting new people and getting to know better this beautiful, awesome network. So I want to thank everyone who was making my way through my mandate, to all the people I met. To my fellow board members, thank you for this huge experience. And I think the rest has helped. I don't want to explain it.
Yeah, thank you very much to all of you, and I'm very sorry to keep you for longer. I know people have to go for the train, and of course you can do that at any time. But if you can stay, I invite you to stay like 5 minutes more with me, because unfortunately I have quite a bit to say. Unfortunately for your time, not for the content. Also, this is already then the closing of this special National Assembly, and it has been like, for me personally, I would like to say like some personal words also, because it has been more than 2 years, as people already mentioned, here in the National Board, and I would like to appreciate the whole network for giving me and a lot of other people the opportunity to take over those roles and to develop a lot, to gain a lot of experiences, but also to develop as a person, to improve skills that probably before I did not have, and I had the chance here. And there's a lot of new people who will have the chance now, and this is really special in this network. And I would like to also, before a lot of appreciation, give a few words of, I don't know how to call it even, advice after the long mandate. In your positions, be it in the local and the national level, you will work together with a lot of people. You will have a lot of different people that you will have to work with. And I was just saying, you learn a lot about how people are very different, how people have very good qualities, and that maybe there's also always bad qualities coming with the good. And I would like you to see that, like if whenever is something going wrong, that there's maybe a reason for that, to talk to each other, discuss everything, and forgive also when things are not working perfectly. That happens, and we tend to forget that sometimes. And with that said, start appreciating, and I appreciate a lot of people. I'm very sorry for that already, but he's not keeping time anymore, so I can do that. And I would like to start with, one person who has been there for the whole, I can't even count the months, 20-something months of my mandate, and that is Patrick. It has been one of my biggest pleasures working with you, and the very constructive exchanges that we had. It was really great, and I thank you for taking on your third mandate right now, and all the work you did there. I appreciate you a lot, I can tell you that. That doesn't mean, of course, I appreciate the whole lot of work, but I think there's a special message from Patrick. How do I continue? I will just look around, and I will probably continue with the chairing team. So first of all, I would like to thank Barbara, also because she probably hasn't been that much in the spotlight, didn't talk too much as MT, but she's done some very valuable work for us. She's taking over that task, and I would like you all to give her a big hug for that afterwards, if she's comfortable with it, of course. And yeah, thank you so much for being here and helping us out. And of course to MT for taking this over second time dealing with us. Preparing also a lot of things. We talked quite a bit beforehand, and not being afraid to be the bad person sometimes, to keep this whole thing going. And I really appreciate your work, but I also want to appreciate you as a person, because I think in the last 2 years, I've seen you more often than my parents, probably. We've been to a lot of international events together, and I'm very happy that you've taken it upon you to come here and do this thing for us.
As much as season, by the way. I don't know where I'm gonna go next, if there's gonna be a next one.
Next of all, National Board. Well, there's not too many here anymore. I don't know. But thank you very much to everybody for taking on this journey together. It has been a long ride, and I think we've been through a lot together, and thank you for all the work you put in, and so all the best to everybody here and not here for the future, within and outside of ESM. Next, after the current board comes the new board, of course. First of all, I appreciate it a lot that you ran for this position. That's mostly what I can appreciate right now. But I'm also I'm really confident that you're going to do a great job, that we have a bright future ahead, and I can also you all to support them, to talk to them whenever you have questions and need to support on your own, because I think this is going to be an amazing year to come. I'm not done yet. Also, a very big thanks goes always to the people who did help when they didn't need to. We've seen it again here at this National Assembly. Of course, there are some people who have responsibilities, put in a lot of work, but there's people who didn't even know that they were having to do some work. So big thanks to Matthias, for example, who's still doing the live stream. He was not selected for that beforehand, he just volunteered during this assembly, which is really amazing. Of course, to the cash auditors and scrutineers, our listing, but also to everybody who helped DOC whenever it was needed, just asked if they could help, cleaned up, prepared some stuff. There is people jumping in on every occasion, and I think that's also very much what makes up this ASM spirit. So thank you to all of you who helped at any point. And I still hope I don't forget people. I think the final thanks has to go to the OC. Because I had a little bit of the insight in how it was going. And there were so many obstacles to that, and it only worked because there were a few people who put in an incredible amount of effort in the end to make this assembly happen. And I think we all can be very grateful if you had a great time here, which I really hope you did. You can be really grateful to them for putting in an insane amount of work. And yeah, thank you very much for doing this. And of course, I don't know how much work everybody put in, but Milan, it's incredible. Thank you so much for sticking with us and taking this upon you when it was needed. And yeah, I think you all know the network appreciates you a lot. And before I'm done, also thank you to Mustafa and Sarah from the board. I don't know where Sarah went because probably she's working again. But yeah, for supporting the OC a lot for doing this assembly. I think that's it. You're the best. Thank you very much for this National Assembly.
Say the magic words.
Yes, they can't wait anymore. But I think with that it's actually done. And you can say goodbye to each other and you take the train home. And because of this, I would like to now officially call Assembly of ESN Germany, summer 2023 in Düsseldorf. Thank you all so much.
Can you hear me? Yes. Is it on? Okay. Sorry for interrupting. I know that many of you already left and you want to go home, but the family time is still up. And this is very